Hello all, welcome back to the PowerPoint presentation on arithmetic group of instructions. Last time we have done with all the subtraction instructions. Now we are going to continue with the next part of arithmetic group of instructions. That is, first that instruction that goes is DAD RP. Now the meaning of DAD RP is add the contents of pair of register with HL pair of register. Okay, see here the symbolic operation says HL is equal to HL plus RP. Now the pair of register, whatever is the mentioned pair of register, that is going to be added to the HL pair of register. And the result is going to be stored in HL pair of register. So as the operand is register, so the addressing mode is register addressing mode, and it is a single byte instruction, and only carry flag is getting modified in that RP instruction. So the valid pair of register is BC pair of register, D pair of register, HL and SP. So when you are doing DAD H, it is HL plus HL and the result is stored in HL. Or if you write DAD B, it is HL plus BC and the result back in HL pair of register. So the instruction DAD RP adds 16 bits of HL content with another 16 bits of pair of register contents, and the result is stored back in HL pair of register. To give an example, you can consider the content of one pair of register and HL pair of register, and after addition, whatever is the content of addition, which will be stored in HL pair. That is how you need to write the example. The next instruction is decimal adjust accumulator. So as the name suggests, it is converting from hexadecimal number to decimal number. Now what do you mean by converting hexadecimal to decimal is, as we know, the hexadecimal, if you say 9 plus 1, it is hex, it is A. But when you convert it in normal decimal pattern or decimal number system, it is 9 plus 1, 10. So how do you convert this A to 10? Is the rule that is applicable inside the microprocessor after following decimal adjust accumulator. One point here you need to remember is decimal adjust accumulator always had to follow the addition instruction. Okay, so what are the rules is, if the lower, after addition, if the lower nibble of the result is greater than 9, or if it is generating an auxiliary carry, then there you have to add 0.6 to the result. The next part is, if the higher nibble is greater than 9, or if it is generating a carry, then you need to add 60 to the answer. If both the conditions are becoming true, means higher nibble or lower nibble, both are either greater than 9 or either auxiliary carry generated or carry generated, then you need to add 66 to the answer. So whatever the answer that you get is the decimal result, which is converted from hex. Okay, so here the result is always stored in accumulator. So when you are doing this decimal adjust accumulator, as I told, it has to follow a addition instruction. It is a single byte instruction and there is no operand mentioned. So the addressing mode for this is implied addressing mode, and over here all flags may be modified. Okay, when you are giving an example, you need to show that after addition, if the result is something, addition of what? Some register or some immediate data to the accumulator content, whatever is the result, depending on the condition of lower nibble and higher nibble, you are going to show addition of 6 or 0.6 or 6.6, any number. Okay, so that example we are going to see in the next slide. See here, I have done 98 plus 98. So in our decimal, the result is 196. But when you add 98 to 98 in hexadecimal, the result is 130H. So how do you convert this 130 to 196? Is passing through decimal adjust accumulator. So what is the procedure? We have to follow those two rules, or three rules you can say. So what is it? First you add it. Once you get the result, you check whether the lower nibble is greater than 9 or whether it is generating an auxiliary carry. add their 06. Okay, in this example, 1000 added to 1000, the result is 0000, but it has generated a auxiliary carry, so we are adding 0. Coming to the higher nibble, you are adding 9 to 9, which is 0011 with 1 carry generated. Since it is also not greater than 9, but carry has been generated, we need to add here also 6, that is 0110. So we have added here 6 to the answer. After adding these two numbers, what we get is 196. This is how you convert the hexadecimal to decimal passing through decimal adjust accumulator. The next instruction that we are going to understand is INR-R. What is INR-R? Increment the contents of register by 1. How much you are incrementing? It is only by 1. Any data which is there in the mentioned register, it is incremented by 1. So if you write INR-B, B contents are incremented by 1. B has 05. After INR-B, B becomes 06. Like that, the content of register is incremented by 1. Here, all flags except carry flag is affected, and it is coming under register addressing mode, and it is a single byte instruction. To give an example, you can consider any register, consider the content of that register, and what happens after INR, that particular register you need to write. Here, the valid registers R is A, B, C, D, E, H or L. Any register you can use. Next is INR-M. As there is M in the instruction, it is means memory whose address is stored in HL pair of register. So whatever is the content at the mentioned address in the HL pair will be incremented by 1. For example, HL pair has 2050, and at 2050 the data is 05H. So after the execution of INR-M, the content at 2050 will be 06H. So this is how it is incremented. And as this is also a single byte instruction, and we have memory which is indirectly addressed, so it is register indirect addressing mode, and all flags except carry flag is modified. Okay, so here M is always the address which is stored in HL pair of register. Next is decrement R. Now, as we have incremented the contents of register, we can decrement the content of register by 1. If the content of B register is 05, after DCRB, the content of B becomes 04. It is just one decrementation. Here also, all flags except carry are modified, and it is register addressing mode, and it is a single byte instruction. Okay, so this is again valid registers are A, B, C, D, E, H or L. Next, DCRM. As we have done INR-M, here also we can decrement the content of memory by 1. So the address in HL pair to that place, the address, that data is decremented by 1. It is also one byte instruction, indirect addressing mode, and all flags except carry are modified. Next is INX-RP. Here, the pair of register contents are incremented by 1. For example, if you write INX-H and HL pair has 2050, after the execution of INX-H, the content of HL pair will become 2051H. It is the incrementation of 16-bit data. So that is what is INX-RP. Here valid pair of registers are BC pair of register, DE pair of register, HL or SP. You can see here, as there is a operand of as the operand is pair of register, so it is coming under the register addressing mode, and here no flags are modified. You need to remember, in INX-RP there is no flag which is affected, and it is a single byte instruction. Okay, again example, you can consider some pair of register, the data at that location, and whatever is there after execution that you need to write. Next is DCX-RP. Now D6RP is what? Again, decrement the contents of pair of register. It is also decrementation of 16-bit data. So after DC, suppose HL has 2050 and after DCXH, the content of HL become 204FH. So that is how the content is decremented by 1. Here also it is register addressing mode, single byte instruction, and no flags are affected. With this, we are done with the arithmetic group of instructions. In the next video, I'll be continuing with logical group of instructions. Thank you.